I got some motherfucking balloons over here now. Oh.
Hello and welcome to College Station, Texas. Today at the home of the 12th man as the Texas A&M Aggies will set out this afternoon to open the season with a victory at Kyle Field. We've got a terrific matchup
You got the one off defense. This motherfucker leave right here.
and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big
Defense
12
and running the ball.
taking on a team from the ACC, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up.
Oh, I got week 2.
The Aggies ready to put toe to leather and get this season started.
Obviously.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Temple lines up quickly. The play action fake. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He wants to take the top off. He's got it down the right side. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
How great is it to have a running back who can basically run your entire route tree? You don't see a lot of guys line up and then run vertically down the field, get open, and make a big play. This dude is special.
They'll keep it on the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They're getting this guy lathered up. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown now. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. These guys set all of these goals for the season. Then to come out and say, here we are, this is how it is. That was impressive.
And, Reese, we thought this offense could be very potent this season. And they've got some skilled players, and they've got some dudes that are going to scare opposing defenses. Defenses out there for the rest of this season better take notice. I know this game is early, but you can see the talent they have on offense.
And the returner will be knocked down. The offense set for a first down play. Hands it off.
Holy.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. Leaves it with the back. At the 20, he's got space.
Well, the ball carrier really showed up for his offense there, right? Down in your own end, within your own 10-yard line, you need someone to step up and make an explosive play happen. You got to make people miss and give yourself some room to work and operate and really get this drive going. He did exactly that.
They're going to stay aggressive here. 5 wide on 2nd and 1. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Nice completion.
Yeah, post inside the check.
You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Using the quick game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Fights off a defender. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain.
Really good-looking run there. This guy reminds me a little bit of an old Texas AnM Aggie great, Leland McElroy. He was so dangerous in space. It was so difficult to bring down to the ground. All 11 guys on defense had to...
And that's a live ball. And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards.
And he was under so much duress on that play. You saw him scrambling, trying to buy time, doing everything he can to keep the play alive, but the defense just kept coming in waves, and he got a little bit downfield before they finally knocked it out and jumped on that fumble.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Trying the left side. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He now has 61 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. They'll give it to him again. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Owls are flying down the field. Trying to surge it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Defense going all in to stop the run. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he sprints to the end zone. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And this offense is firing in all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Oh, shit. God damn.
That is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense.
Yeah.
Here comes the offense on first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. A quick pass to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Nice pitch and catch there. They'll have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Going up top on first down. He finds his man. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Temple 14, Texas AnM 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll try the run. He's there to make the stop. And the Aggies in the hurry up.
On the play. Brings up third down.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chain. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Looking to go up top on first down. Got his man quickly. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, a new set of downs.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Brings up second down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quickly complete.
Let's go right to the position of.
End zone. Touchdown, Texas AnM.
It is fire at my down.
All right, go kill it.
No, you do it.
All right, I get it.
I'm doing that.
All right, relax.
Watch out. Don't get it.
Look at that. Relax. He did 20 off before.
And after the extra point, they cut the
Look at
lead in
that.
half, down 14-7.
Where?
So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out.
What's going on, Thomas? Thomas!
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
I'm gonna keep all the damn wire. I just said it's going.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one.
Alright, what's going now?
Not nearly as much running room as he had hoped.
This ain't
He's out
chill.
of bounds at the 13. takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change
Get
too
up,
much.
get over here.
They had a
Better
great
get in my way.
drive. They
Watch
got
out.
the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep
Turn it
pushing
down.
this ball
They're
down.
going right here.
Just imagine
Go
if they
back.
could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much
Thomas.
momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19.
Offensive linemen love to run power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You've got to keep defenses off balance.
And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the first down.
You talk about setting a tone. Going for that in your own territory early in the game.
What are you still whining for and get in here?
Well, let's decide, gutsy or crazy.
Both?
Okay, so you going to whine like a baby, bro?
With a 1st and 10. They'll try it over the left side.
Okay, what you whining for?
Give him 114 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression.
No, I'm not afraid of
and
him.
he's
No,
doing
no.
that in this opening game.
Okay, well, it's overdone.
And we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. The give to the left side. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He'll try the left side. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense.
You're getting on my nerves with the whining, bro.
Yeah,
Thomas.
David, I'd love to sit here and say,
God damn, I don't want to hear that, bro. I'm trying to play the game.
His counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing.
Looking deep down the right side. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air.
They only making my dude overthrow you some fucking pass.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Why don't they like that? He overthrowing shit like that, baby. Why?
Defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the big tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Power football with the run.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
They'll run play action. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's going to be in.
Never overthrown ball. This is fucking crazy.
Down inbounds.
as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
They'll try the left side. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. First down for this offense. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets rid of it. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And I like what the quarterback did to finish the run. He buys a little bit of time, scrambles out to his left, and as a right-handed quarterback, you really understand you got to square those shoulders while you're running, which can be difficult if you want to throw an accurate throw like he did right there.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. How about this? They go empty 5 wide on 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
One of the big risks about being in an empty set is that you don't have tight ends or running backs helping you out in pass protection. And that time the quarterback got hit right before he let it go, and that's why that ball fell incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Looking down the left side. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Texas AnM.
Little bitty touchdown.
Kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the 2nd half, those 2 turnovers in the 1st.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the #1 thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
This is a design run. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dances away to buy time. He throws one to the left.
he made me.
It's complete. A huge pickup.
That's on me. That's on me. That's on me.
The offense setting that play up. We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
From the gun, running back on the move. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays.
Feed him my pizza real quick. Hold on.
Can I play the game yet?
Let it cool down. What did you ask for, Thomas?
You're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it.
Oh, it's just only
Otherwise,
10
you're
minutes.
just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll finally catch up to
You don't want it, you don't have to touch it, right?
Big chunk of yardage.
You don't want it, you don't have to touch it, right?
Nice job.
So what is the warning for? Like, if you don't want it, you don't have to touch it.
Where the first down marker was, I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. He wants to throw. Coming after it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Oftentimes defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quarterback checking the play. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Receiver looks it in, it's complete.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They keep attacking through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you could tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Just going to keep it after the snap. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. And if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. On second down, they'll take to the air.
Man, that's some bullshit. That's a pick, bro.
No pickup at all on that play.
I ain't gonna put my hands out. Come on, bro.
When you're dialing
this
up
shit
the
is.
screens, you want to do them on obvious passing situations when you're anticipating the D ends really racing up the field. They didn't have it set up that time.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Temple takes over, and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Temple lines up
Bullshit.
to the ground with the back. And there were some collisions in there. The D finally stopped him short of the mark.
Just relax, please.
Temple lining up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He gets a block, and the returner is stopped. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. The D coordinator's got to love that.
Leaves it with the running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
Go ahead, open it up. The cheesy bread. Shit.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a crease to the left. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call.
Because I didn't know you wanted chicken. It was chicken and onion. I didn't know you wanted chicken and onion. Okay, there you go. Put out the wine. That's all you need to do.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Using his feet. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel it for a whole length of the game.
And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
Forget the motherfucking pizza.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
First play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He's right on target. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
Now, 4th down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Showing the arm strength to the
Good
left.
fucking defense, boys.
It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
Well, they get another big run for a 1st down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
The give to the back. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
Brings up 2nd down.
You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense with jumbo personnel. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And not a surprise by this offense, right? This is a game management type situation. I want to run the football. I want to run the clock. The clock is my friend with the lead late in the fourth quarter, inside of a minute. I'm going to keep this ground game going and make you look at that clock continue to tick.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. They'll give it to the back.
Get the fuck out of here, man. If that ain't some bullshit, that's a touchdown.
Wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
That is crazy.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Running to the left. Finds a crease at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. It's been like a launching pad for that
It's just
UCF
like a
offense
motherfucker,
today.
bro.
Liftoff and touchdown on just about every series.
Literally,
They're up
wow.
by 24 over Ole Miss. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Screen pass just not working there. And you figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz. But because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Got his man. Nice job to get it past the sticks and then get it down at the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Quick completion to the right. At midfield, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Texas A&M going up tempo. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Fires on the move. Working that left side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Might be looking to run. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. A designed run for the quarterback. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And they'll send 5 wide receivers out, maybe creating some room for the... Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out.
Fucking serious? You really watched this shit go past us again?
Team is able to corral it. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. And the quarterback takes a knee. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work out.